Hey everyone, it's Down the Poet here. Welcome back to the channel. So if this is your first time here, make sure you check out some of my other videos. If you like this one, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you press that bell button so you know when I post another video, right? I just saw my hair floating around.
But the poets, by which I mean all artists, are finally the only people who know the truth about us. Soldiers don't, statesmen don't, priests don't, union leaders don't, only the poets.
But it's been a while since I've done a story time on the channel, and I thought that I would do that. But before I get to that, I am starting a new channel, but this one is less of my face and more of my voice. So the channel is a gaming channel. So if you're a gamer, if you like to watch games, if you know someone who likes to watch games, you can recommend it to them. The name of the channel is Gamer Bank. It's going to be on the screen and it's going to be linked in the description down below. Make sure you check it out and make sure you give it some love. Make sure you also follow the page on Instagram. That's where I'm going to really be promoting it when I start up with the channel. So I'm just trying to get the word out there before I actually start the channel. And remember, my book is publishing on the 21st of December. You can pre-order the Kindle edition right now. So you can go in the description and click that where it says a poem a day Kindle pre-order. Click that, go ahead. That book gonna be yours on the 21st of December. As usual, I thank everyone who supports me genuinely and who wants to see me succeed. It means the world to me. Let's get into this story time, yeah? So as I said, it's been a while since I've done a story time on the channel, right? And I was thinking and I was saying, yo, what story could I tell him? So I was reeling through my head because I got stories to tell. So I was like, all right, which one do I feel like they should know? So today I think I'm going to share with you guys what it was like for me being 17 in college overseas. So that was unusual for them. So it's most persons, when they go to college overseas, when you're in the US, when you go to college, you're 18, 19 years old, right? So 17-year-olds, it was very, very few of us, right? Because basically they saw me as a minor still, and so I didn't have as much leeway as a lot of like my friends did. So let me tell you guys about my college experience real quick. Let's go. So of course I was an international student at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, and I went there with my mom. I had orientation, and I had multiple orientations because I had the international students orientation plus regular orientation. At the regular orientation, my mom couldn't come with me. Well, she could have if she wanted to, but would have had to pay it extra. And I was like, Mom, I'm a big girl, I can do this myself. So I went to orientation by myself. So I remember during the orientation, they asked like, who's an international student? So I'm like, bro, why are they gonna put me on the spot like that? So anyway, a bunch of us put up our hands, and I heard someone behind me was like, oh, I wonder where she's from. Anyway, long story short, that girl's mom, who said that, like, me and her daughter ended up becoming friends. She was my first friend when I went to university, and this was my friend Alexis. Rest in peace to her mom. She was a loving soul, and I miss her so much. I wish I got to see her before she passed. But yeah, that was my first friend, right? So I was excited. I didn't feel as out of place anymore. I felt like, I had someone I could talk to. And we had lunch together, me and her and this other girl, who I won't call her name because we don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. Ooh. But yeah, so that was that. We decided to go to a party one night and ended up meeting our other friend Danielle. Big up Danielle, who people thought was my girlfriend. I don't know why, but that's my little baby, right? And basically that was our friend group for a while, the 4 of us, and 5 of us with this inclusion of this white girl too. Eventually dropped her, so 4 of us, and then it went on to 3 of us because we stopped talking to the other girl, right? That was our friend group. So for a while no one knew my age, right? And I was like skeptical of saying anything to them because I'm very mature for my age. I get that a lot. I hear that I'm very mature for my age. And they all assumed that we were around the same age, right? At that time, they were 19. They started college at 19. So I'm there like, you know, like 17-year-old, but we're already vibing, you know, we're friends, we're doing our thing. So like, I didn't want to feel like I was gonna ruin that by actually like expressing like, yo, I'm actually 17 years old. So I didn't say anything, right? I think there was a night, oh my god, there was a night I met this girl. It was now my ex-girlfriend. Really good experience. I wish we still spoke, to be honest, but things happen for a reason. My friends wanted to go to a club. When you're 18, you can go to the club once you have the ID, you know, your ID shows that you're 18, and then just mark your hand to basically say that you can't drink. So my friends wanted to go to this club, and obviously I'm 17, so I would not get in the club. So I was like, and then they were gonna go with the new girl, the girl, you know, who's my ex-girlfriend now, but I didn't know her at the time. And I was like, yo, I really wish I could get to go with them because this girl is kind of cute and I would love to spend time with her, but I'm young. So anyway, they were all about to get ready to go, right? And I remember I said to them, I was like, you know guys, I don't feel like going out tonight, I'm gonna stay in. So they were like, all right, bet. They went out, they had a grand time, whatever, you know. Came back now the next day, my friend came to me and she was like, Dom, so-and-so was asking for you last night, which is the girl. So I was like, what do you mean? So she's like, well, you know, she was like, where's your guy's friend? And they're basically like, oh, she didn't feel like coming tonight, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, she was like, she seemed so disappointed. And I felt so bad because I was like, she wanted to see me and spend time with me. And I did not get to go because I'm a child. So anyway, long story short, like me and her ended up talking. It was actually like a good, like we were vibing. And I remember she was telling me, you know, how much she was looking forward to, like, you know, getting to spend time with me at night, whatever, whatever. I don't remember how my age ever came up, but basically we were just chilling one day and talking, and I was like, there's a reason why I didn't go to the club, you know. And she was like, what's up? And I was like, well, I couldn't get in, I'm 17. And I remember she was surprised and she was like, oh, so your friends don't know? And I was like, nah, like we never saw that to be some like a conversation that needed to happen. Like everyone just assumed that I was of age, and I was just like, all right, you know, bet, like it's whatever at this point. So she was like, okay, well, I won't say anything to them, you know, whatever. I don't even remember how they ended up finding out, but it was nothing at that point. We were all chill already, everything was cool. But let me tell you what annoyed me about being 17 my first year of college, bro. So I was doing I was double majoring in psych and English, right? For psych, we had to do these, what am I to call it, experiments. Yeah, we had to do like these little social experiments, and we would have to sign up for it through like the school and whatever, because it was conducted by the school. Let me tell you guys, majority of these experiments were for persons 18 years and older. Now I'm like, so you're trying to tell me that I have like literally the ones who were for 17-year-olds that were for 17-year-olds, the ones that were for 17-year-olds were like 3 or 4 options, and there was like 20 to 30 experiments or more. I don't even remember at this point, it's been a while. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, I remember I would read some of the descriptions of the experiments, basically telling you what you're gonna be doing, what the experiment is about, you know. And then I get to the requirements, eligibility, all of that. Eligibility, what did I say like that? Eligibility, eligibility. But yeah, it would always annoy me because I get to it and I'm reading and I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to do this. 18 years and older. Like, bro, can you chill? And then some of them, like, you had to be in a relationship, like you had to be, yeah, because you had to go with your partner and stuff like that. And I could have also done those when me and the girl, you know, got together. But then it goes, you have to be 18 years and older, you have to be 18 years and older. And oh my god, it was so frustrating. And then there were certain things, just like regular everyday things that, like, all right, so you know, when I was at school, they gave us insurance, right? I couldn't sign it because I was 17 years old. And I was so annoyed. I'm like, yo, my mom is in a whole other country, because they sorted out the insurance like when school started. So by that time, my mom already left. So I'm like, my mom is in a whole other country, so how am I supposed to get this signed? They're like, oh, you know, scan it and email it to her, let her sign it, and then let her scan it and email it back. And like, that's what we had to end up doing, and it was just so frustrating. So like, the simplest things, if I felt ill or stuff like that, yes, I could freely go to the health center, but in order to get treatment, my mom would have to be aware of it. And like, if she didn't physically sign off on it, they would have to like speak to her so she could verbally sign off on it. And it was just like, especially because I was alone in a state that I have no family, I felt like such a grown-up. I was doing so many things on my own, taking care of myself. And then the simplest things I couldn't get to do on my own because this school wouldn't let me, because they're gonna be like, oh, you're too young, you know. And oh my god, I got into the club, yo. Listen, my friends, it was college night at this club, so all you had to do was bring a college ID, and I don't think my college ID doesn't have my date of birth on it. So does it? I don't remember if it does, but all I know, I don't think they really checked it like that, because I was so scared. I was so scared, and I was like, am I really going to risk this right now just to get into a club, just for them to run me, and then like I'm alone because my friend drove us there, and it's like they're going to get in and they might tell me that I can't get in, and what am I gonna do? Stand outside and wait for them to come out of the club? But I don't think the people even looked at my date of birth. They just looked and then just marked my hand to say that I'm under 21 and just ushered me in the club. And I was like, oh, so y'all don't really care about the exacts, like, what? But I think it was just like that because it was college night and they just didn't care. I don't think it's like that in general, so I really never want to risk it. So we didn't really go to clubs like that. Like, my friends were they were very accommodating and compromising in terms of, you know, finding events and parties that we all could go to together as a group. But definitely my college experience that year as a 17-year-old was an experience. It was interesting just to realize like the two sides of the spectrum of like me being independent and all on my own, doing things for myself, and also like still having to be dependent on not just my mom but like the system, because in their eyes, like, I'm a child and I shouldn't be doing things my own or signing off on things on my own. And as much as it was stressful, I understand like the reasoning behind it, but man, it was just mad annoying for me. But you know, that's that was how my life was as a 17-year-old in college, you know what I'm saying. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of this story. If you like when I do story times, if you like when I tell you guys things about my life. If you're not subscribed yet, yo, I've been realizing a lot of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed, and like I think that's just petty, because like if you take the time out to sit and watch my video, why not just take the time out to sit and click subscribe below? Like, it ain't taking nothing out of you. You ain't spending no dollars, no cents. you know, so just get witty. Also, there is a survey that I would like for a few of you to fill out if you have the time. It's very short. It's not even a minute of your time. Not even, trust me, it's not even a minute of your time. So I'm going to leave the link to the survey down below, and please fill it out, and if you can, share it with some of your friends and your family members, and let's get this thing going. So as usual, make sure you leave a like down below, make sure you click the subscribe button, make sure you click that bell button for post notifications so you know whenever I post a video. Make sure you go subscribe to my other channel, my gaming channel, links below. Make sure you go and pre-order my Kindle down below. Oh my god, the Kindle book, oh my god, I can't even speak, too many things. And make sure you go fill out the survey, which is also linked down below. I love you guys. I love the constant support, the genuine support, because we ain't with that fake shit. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
If it's only for survival, then you dead on